Well, welcome to part 2 of the Scarlet Cascabel campaign. Let's load up our city from the end of mission 1 and continue with mission 2 here, simply titled the Scarlet Cascabel. So the Scarlet Cascabel is at the hotel, make it yours. The proprietor is a Blackwell and may have information about the Cascabel, see what you can find out. Retrieve Nightingale's stone tablet piece and find out what it's for. The hotel register should tell you what room he's in. Once other objectives are complete, return to where you started. Okay, we have a store here. The amount of cash is what you stole in mission 1, so an expert that would be at least 1500. We have 2 tips here. Tip from Wend. Wend suggests stocking up on water arrows and left you a free tip. Sure. And a hot tip. The weapons shop owner suggests buying extra rope arrows and offers to sell you a tip. And as for the rest of what you can get here, I would suggest getting at least 1 extra rope arrow. In fact, I'm gonna do it. This mission is really good about giving you rope arrows, so you're gonna find a lot of them in the mission, but starting with 1 can be a little dicey. You could get a few mass arrows. This mission doesn't go crazy on tile floors, thank goodness, but maybe a couple could come in handy. And I'm also gonna get 6 water arrows. I probably won't need that many, but I do need at least 4 to complete optional quests. And then, because this is such a big mission and AI pathfinding issues can happen, I might have to douse some fires if I run into something unexpected. I don't plan on doing that, except for 1 specific fireplace, but if I do, having a few spare water arrows could mean quite a lot. So this all looks good. Let's begin. Let's make a real save. And also turn up the volume a bit. I turn it down because the main menu music is really loud. And let's take a look at the map. So like I said, this is a pretty big mission, and we have pretty detailed maps of the hotel. It has 3 floors and a basement. I'm not gonna go over all of this right now. I'll walk you through the maps as I explore each place. But for now, we start right here. We have this courtyard, and there are 3 ways into the hotel. Firstly, the front door is wide open. You can simply walk in. There is a pickable door leading into the basement right here. And there is a 3rd entrance exclusive to version 2, which is a window you can take to get into the gallery, which is what I'm gonna do. First of all, if you look at the window up high, you can see the red lady that we read about. And she disappeared. Okay, let's read the tips. Rumor has it, some prankster in the hotel likes to hide valuables in hard-to-reach places, so your rope arrows will come in handy. Okay. The main areas of the hotel are lit by gas lamps, so put those water arrows to use, staffer. Okay, so first of all, here is that pickable door leading into the basement. I'm not gonna take this entrance, but I wanna take the piece of loot here. Gem, worth 15. So here is the front door. This guy is not doing his job. The hotel is nearly full. Stay out front and give the staff ample warning of any new arrivals. As for the luggage flying around, have Cavill take it up. Okay, silver goblet here, total 40. Now, you don't have to worry about transparent windows, because the authors made it so AIs can't see through them, which I think is good. And here is the entrance into the gallery. These silver daggers were presented as gifts to the 3 children of Lord Myron Blackwell, patriarch of the Blackwell family. There we go, 3 daggers, total 190. The rest of the loot on display here is fake, so don't grab that. Except this. Jewel diadem worn by Lady Elizabeth Blackwell. So this is loot, but we can only get it from above, which we're gonna do later. Secret of the Dashing Lady Taker, an erotic mystery as told by Sir Wimpole Peabody. Cigar, snuff and fine cognac, a gentleman's guide to leisurely living. Make yourself comfortable in our fine gallery. Ask a concierge for a taste of house brandy, or try a fine cigar imported from Bowen. The portraits you see here depict some of the Blackwell family. Alexander Blackwell, the last great lord of this house, amassed a large collection of steel which you can view in this room and throughout the hotel. A few valuable treasures once owned by the family are also on display in the adjacent room. Okay, so we have Charlotte Blackwell, Alexander Blackwell, and Agatha Blackwell. So we have entered the hotel through the gallery, and right now we're gonna walk through this door. The area we have available to us right now is quite small. We can only access the Great Hall, the salon, and the lobby. The doors to the ballroom are locked, we cannot get through. Same with this door, and this door is special. We're gonna listen to a conversation explaining how to get past it.
Sir, here's that list of supplies you wanted. As you know, we're running on a skeleton staff right now, and we're falling behind. That new maid Eliza refuses to clean certain rooms again. You can probably guess which ones. She says it's more than her life is worth to go back in there.
Then do it yourself if you have to, but it has to be done. We're full of guests and need every room.
Every room?
You know what I mean.
Okay, but I'm not sure when I'll get to them.
I know. Just get to them as quickly as you can. And grease that taffing hall door right away. It's rusting as we speak.
The grease is in the toolbox, and I don't know where Cavill left it.
Then find him, or find the toolbox yourself, but get it done.
Okay, sir. I'll get on it.
So as you heard, I need to find the grease. Urgent, please grease the tracks on this door immediately. So that's gonna be our way forward. But for now, let's just explore the available area. Welcome to the Blackwell, our all-inclusive country retreat in atmosphere of refinery. Experience life as did the lords of old. Our hotel is the former home of the great Blackwell family, who presided over the surrounding lands and township. Here we strive to set a new precedent, immersing our guests in a setting of historic luxury. Whether a break from your travels or your chosen destination, the Blackwell is a genuine retreat for the truly distinguished. So on the counter here we should have the register, which will tell us where Nightingale is. "10th of September, room 1, vacant, only book last. Room 2, vacant. Room 3, vacant. Room 4, Clovis Ashmole, 5 nights. Room 5, Father Bixby and Novice, 2 nights. Room 6, vacant. Room 7, Mr. Davidov, do not disturb. Room 8, still Elias Boomkin, no one has seen him. Room 9, vacant. Room 10, Nightingale, ordered foot bath, complained about towels again. Room 11, vacant. Room 12, Clara Rose and guest, plus security. Room 14, vacant. Room 15, Livingston and entourage. Check out, none. 11th of September, room 1, put N here. Room 2, Bartholomew's Green Lion, 1 night. Room 3, the Saint Germain's, 2 nights. Room 4, charge extra for cleaning. Room 5, no change. Room 6, Lady Van Vernon and attendant, 2 nights. Room 7, no change. Room 8, letter to be sent today per his instructions, may have vacated without paying. Room 9, Cornelius Ephementai, 3 nights. Room service to bring samples of all menu items. Room 10, moving to room 1 tomorrow, he asked for it. So they wanna move Nightingale to room 1. Room 11, Colonel Augustus, 4 nights. Room 12, no change. Room 14, Petra Ximenez and security, 1 night. Room 15, no change. Checkout, still none. And the game is gonna tell us that Nightingale is staying in room 10. Cleaning service is daily at Untitled. Room service is available at all hours. New, relax with our rejuvenating foot bath upon request. Let your cares slough away along with corns and bunions. Okay. And outgoing mail. Our friendly staff will ensure a speedy delivery.
Who's that?
Wow, I'm surprised he didn't see me there.
Help!
Went a little too far. Let's wait for him to...
Who's
Thought I
there?
saw something.
Did you say something? Oh well, sorry. Guess it was nothing.
Okay, so that's the front door.
Sorry, nothing here
Here is
now.
the salon. Here we have 2 coins. Total 210. And here we can get to the basement. So I'm gonna take a small detour here. Bottle of wine in a footlocker. I assume this is Cascabel. Has a letter here. Letter of resignation, rough draft. Dear sir, every day I attend to the hotel repairs and then some. I am no gardener, yet I do this work for free. I am no bellhop, backwasher, or bobbin sorter either. But even that doesn't bother me as much as the constant accusations that a toolbox has gone missing again. I return it after every shift without fail. There seems to be a prankster about, or I'm deliberately being framed. Consider this my letter of resignation. Maybe I should sleep on it, I hate job hunting. Did he really write this down and not just think it? Well, anyway. So, just to show you. This is the pickable door that leads outside. This one. This we cannot pick. We need the staff key to open it. So the rest of the basement is off limits for now. What we have available is just this part. But we can get out here. There is a silver nugget. Total 280. And then we can do some tricky platforming here. Get 2 pieces of loot, 2 gems, total 320. And there is an extra rope arrow, in case you somehow made it down here without any. Okay, so now this room. Red Lady of Blackwell Hall, history. Have a goblet here. And fireside fables. This guy didn't close the door behind him. And here we have a riddle in 16 mates. Should playing chess your interest pick, then all the pieces you must seek. To aid the on thy noble quest, I offer clues to where they rest. So, one of the bonus quests in this mission is to find 16 chess pieces. And I'm not gonna read all the clues right now, but when I get each piece, I'm gonna tell you which clue it refers to. And until the ready is at rest, you cannot hope to win this quest, but once the piece is placed, maybe, the mystery will unfold for thee. A symbol upon the stair foundation, make a chosen destination. So, this is a bit cryptic for now, but I'll explain what this means later. And here is the chessboard, obviously. Now, the grease we need is up on the balcony there. And you can see the broken piece of fence in there, which you might think you want to rope up in that place, but don't do that. It's much better to rope up here, because if you do it here, because of this piece of wood here in the way, Garrett will always make a clack on the wood and possibly alert someone. So here we have the can of grease. Cavill, here are the list of repairs. Porch, broken bench, great hall balcony, loose posts, lobby, leaks. Grease tracks on those pocket doors, the leaks are making them rust shut. Lock the balcony doors behind you, I don't want another guest to slip and fall from that height. And return the toolbox this time, we're all tired of searching for a hammer when another nail comes loose. Okay, so these doors we cannot open. And on the chandelier here you can see a small statue, that's actually one of the chess pieces. So what you want to do here is take a little bit of a running start and just walk forward, dismantle the chandelier. There we go, Rook 1 is back on the chessboard. So in version 1, the chess pieces actually went into your inventory and you had to place them manually on the board. In version 2, they just teleport to the board, which I think is excellent, because they used to clutter the inventory quite a bit. And that referred to the very first clue. Safely perched above the hole, I watch the pieces as they fall. So he's there and he watches the chessboard. So the can of grease we can use on this door. It acts as a key, it will disappear. And there's the red lady again. Okay, good time to make a real save. Now, I don't remember this from my last time playing the mission, but apparently these doors don't block sound at all. Just something to keep in mind. Okay, so we made our way into this section. Here we have the staircase to the second floor, but I'm gonna keep exploring the first floor for now. I just wanna read this. Prepare to be treated as royalty. Our concierge will see to your every need, and during your stay with us, feel free to make the grounds your home. Enjoy the sumptuous meal served in our dining room, and celebrate Merry Hour in an upstairs lounge. For the adventurous guests, sign up for our wild burrock hunt. Ride in relative safety of an equestrian adventure beneath the lush green canopy of the surrounding forest. Whatever you whim, we are at your disposal. Welcome to the Blackwell. Okay, in here are two pieces of loot. A vase here. And a goblet. Total 445. There are a few places where we can get into the staff area, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. I will explore the entire staff area a bit later. Now here we have the central courtyard. And here is the stone tablet, which is missing a piece, so that's the piece Nightingale has. And once we have it, we're gonna have to come back here. In the water are 3 coins. Total 475. So here is the dining room. Have a menu here, not gonna read that. But on the floor is a goblet, and on a table next to it are 2 coins. And in the toilet is a ring. Total 570. So that's it for now. Continuing on. So I just want to talk a little bit about one major difference between versions 1 and 2, and this corridor exemplifies it quite well. Because in version 1, it was lit very dimly and very evenly. And I could barely see anything here. And this is just one example. There are places like this elsewhere in the mission. But version 2 has vastly improved lighting. You see, the lights are brighter, but they have a lower radius, so it's much easier to, you know, see what's in front of you. And this to me is one of the best changes between versions, because version 1 quite honestly gave me eye strain by the time I finished playing it. So, room 3. Have a couple of guests here. And on the fireplace there is a purse. Total 620. Travel journal, 11th of Mid-Tember. During a stay in the city, we took a new play at the Opera House, which was god's awful, and I seem to have misplaced my theater glasses. We decided to break our travels at the Blackwell. The service here is excellent, and the kidney porridge the best I've had. The views of the canyon are stunning, but there is an ominous feel to the surrounding landscape here. George has been gloomy since we arrived, so he puts himself to sleep with a sip of wine. We'll continue our rest here for another day to replenish our spirits before heading to the coast. Okay, and just to quickly show you, all these plaques here say the same thing. Complimentary chamber pot service. We hope you enjoy your stay. And in the bathroom here, there is nothing. Room 4, we can't get into, it's blocked. Dear Mr. Ashmole, additional cleaning fees have been added to your bill. If you wish to avoid these charges in the future, please aim more carefully when vacating your waste, the management. Okay, room 2 also has a nobleman. How to win lords and influence serfs for the traveling merchant. Okay, there is a coin stack, and there is a purse
Thought I saw something.
in the bathroom. Which he apparently dropped into it. But I'll take it. Total 675.
Guess it was not.
And here we have room 1, which is the first of the haunted places in this hotel. Themes in literature, why we can never go home. So here we have a pair of spectacles, and is that a rope sound? Well, that's nice. And a demonic chair. So now we'll come to the pool. Pool open from dawn till dusk, so we cannot get in here just yet. If we continue that way, we're gonna come to the ballroom, which we also can't get in. So let's head into the staff area. Gonna go up first. Head of Staff Office. 11th Mid-Tember, morning shift. Gave Cavell list of duties and repairs. Got the usual surly look. Noontide shift. Post note about toolbox, post note about strangers, post note about dumbwaiter, TAF, post note about the posters. Night shift. Seems Sally Sue is in quite a state. I don't know whether to feel sorry for her or shake her senseless, and I suspect her phantom isn't one of the lads, if she only knew. Went over tomorrow's duties with Mina. She gave me that coy little grin again. Think I'll ask her to tidy the wine cellar with me. Okay, there is no loot in this room. And now we're coming up behind the clerk's desk here, which is a bit of a tricky place. But here is a key. There's also a spice bag up there. There is another key that's not non-throwable, you can't get it. And there are 2 readables. The staff key opens the door at the opposite end here. And also this one, so we can get back. The staff key is actually really useful. We're gonna be using a lot of it. Or using it a lot. It opens many doors. Dear Aunt Macy, last week Armand wandered into the salon carrying a silver nugget in his palm. He was possessed with a horrid pallor. It reminded me of how he looked after spending that fortnight with his brother at the rectory. He was convinced more silver was to be found if only he could keep digging in the cellar. I warned him of the Bumblesons, whose search for riches beneath his own estate led to quite a scandal. Seems everyone has a cursed temple under their homes these days. Well, I said to march right back down to the cellar and bury that infernal hunk of metal right where he found it. He took some violent shaking, spitting, and several roundhouse kicks to his face before he seemed to awaken from his stupor. I'm taking a holiday out in the country just to recover from it. I can hardly wait to summer with you again at the seashore and enclose some biscuits for your precious little pooches. Your devoted niece, Clara. Okay, let me get another readable.
Who's that?
Dear Winfred, if you are reading this letter, then I am dead. I left instruction to have this note delivered to you in case the worst happens, and I am unable to return. I can hardly believe it, but I am in sight of the treasure. Legends are true. If I return, I will buy you out of indenturement and go on to live a life of dreams. I think of you fondly and... This is stupid. See you at the market, Elias. Okay, here we have 4 containers. 3 of them have loot. Total 925. And also... vent. Which takes us to room 4. There are a few coins to get here. But also... you can use water arrows to tidy up the dirt, whatever it is, and under each pile there is another piece of loot.
Ah, who made that noise?
There we go, and the final one. And we get the Tidy Taffer bonus. You just won Guest of the Month. So that's the first of the 6 bonus quests. And total 1015 loot. So this mission has 6 secrets, just like the first one, but it has 6 instead of 3 bonus quests. And of course, we're gonna complete all of them.
Is someone there?
Okay, that's bad timing to get out. So now we can head into the basement. Part of it we couldn't access earlier. To all staff, please be on the lookout for any strangers lurking about the hotel. There is a group of thugs in the village lately who I don't like the looks of, and who I certainly don't want near our establishment. Thank you. Will someone please take down these ridiculous posters? The joke has gone long enough. Please return Mr. What's-his-name to Sally Sue. Okay, so now we're in this part of the basement, and I'm gonna quickly check out the utilities area before continuing into the servants' quarters.
What's that?
Notice, this is a furnace, not a toilet. Please stop dumping chamber pot waste here. Clean it out into the canyon or bury it deep in the forest if you must, but not here. The stench of scorched turds is beginning to seep into the plumbing, and some of us would rather come out of the weekly bath smelling better than we did before. Thank you. Okay, there is a silver nugget here. 1065. So with the staff key we can open this door and get to this part of the basement where we were before. There is no need. Down here is something a little strange. I still don't know what that is. But there is also a purse, a total of 1080.
Who's that?
Okay, so here we have women's quarters on the left and men's quarters on the right. My dear Mr. Jim is lost. If you find him, please return him to my room. Desperately, Sally Sue, chambermaid. Dear chambermaid, if you continue to dump the noble dumps into the furnace, then Mr. Jim is never coming back. Signed, the Phantom. Dear staff who aren't the Phantom, please
Hello?
return my dear
Hello?
Jim reward. One fire party tonight at the furnace. Please, free refreshments and char-coiled or char-broiled Jim. All are welcome. Consider this your last warning. Okay, that's strange. Okay, here we have Mina Quinn, head of housekeeping,
Is someone over there?
and we gotta lockpick this door.
It was nothing.
Okay, so I seem to remember her patrolling in her room, but on my practice run and right now it seemed that she's always stationary. But that's not a problem. Simply mantle over the fireplace, get a silver coin stack here, total 1105, and read this. 10th September, first shift. Sent Fairin and Ermengarde to town for fresh herbs and stock. Will is sending one of the boys to go along. Fairin to inquire about venison. They're all wondering. Second shift. That horrid man reduced Sophie to tears again. I'm taking the next shift for room 10 to size him up. Third shift. Sally Sue requested staff rooms be searched for her missing thing. Refused. Sir X from room 10 seemed to enjoy his chowder. 11th September. First shift. Nothing of note, thank goodness, a calm morning. Second shift. Should have known it was too quiet to be true. All the rooms but one are occupied and we're understaffed. No sleep tonight. Third shift. Eliza is white as icing after cleaning room 1. Consult her the best I could. Told her it was probably rats. There is a room worse than that one, but thank the gods the sir had it shut it up for good. Alrighty. So let's get back the same way. In this room Nothing here, but the sleeping maid has a purse. Total 1115. Lois, I finally heard that you were talking about that M and W have some kind of thing. I was in the larder and heard them through the wall. Gross, they're like 40 years old. It's fun passing notes like this, so reminds me of being a schoolgirl growing up in Fog Hollow when I keeps yammering on and on and on. Nothing here. Or under the beds. Okay, so this is Sally Sue's bed. And this footlocker is not pickable, and this explains it. I miss the smell of the city. Even the cat piss and vomit of Lowside are better than holding chamber pots all day. And they think the maids quit this job because of ghosts. Sometimes I hear the staff snickering about my back. Thank goodness I have my dear Mr. Jim Jim to keep me company. Someone kidnapped Mr. Jim Jim. How could I have dropped him? I carry him around with me all day, strapped to my back with horse glue. Some prankster has decided to hold him for ransom. If someone were kind enough to return him, they can have the reward I put in my locker for safekeeping. So, all this Mr. Jim Jim story has to do with another bonus quest. So when we find him, we can return him to Sally Sue and put it, or him,
What was that there?
whatever,
I saw something.
in this footlocker, and that will complete it, but we can also
Who
do
knows what it was?
something else with him, which is what I prefer to do. And on top of this bed here is a coin, total 1125. I don't think there is anything, yeah, in this. Nothing in the toilet, but in the bath here is one more coin, total 1135.
Is that you, Kevel?
Okay, that's not good.
What was that there? I saw something.
I'll probably be saving a lot more than I usually do in this mission because it's gonna take a while.
Is someone there?
Come on. The Farmer's Almanac Annual Guide to the Zodiac. When to plow and when to just stay in bed. Okay, this is Will Ingraham, head of staff. And here we have the wine cellar key. And a bit of loot in the footlocker, total 1180. Now in this room I think there are just some broadheads or a fruit in here. Yeah, I don't need that. And a note. Hey C, I saw that Dinbat maid dumping chamber pot waste into the furnace again. She'd probably be fired, but the hotel can't seem to keep maids on staff. I heard one quit because she heard voices. She has a certain doll, if that's what you call it. Maybe if we threaten her, she'll stop. Otherwise, her beloved block of birch will end up roasting with the turds and we'll have some small satisfaction. You in? Okay, in this room, another coin stack. And in here the only footlocker with anything of value is the leftmost one. There we go, 1193. Lots of posters of Mr. Jim Jim under the bed here. And another note. Jay, I was going to nab the doll when she had her back turned, only I didn't. Did you? I know S made the posters, but are you writing those notes? I've been here a year now, and I know this sounds stupid, but I've seen things. I wouldn't discount everything the maids say. There seems to be one in particular who likes to prank. I don't know, just meet me after shift again to talk. Okay. And I don't think there is anything in the bathroom or the toilet. No. So we're done with the servants' quarters, and we can continue towards the laundry and the kitchen. So here's another gem. Little 1208.
What's that? I don't know what that was.
Okay, here is the larder. There is nothing of value in there. But on the other side is the wine cellar. And we need the key for that. Here we have 1 and 2 bottles of wine, total 1308.
What's
The
that
kitchen
in the
is
shadow there?
actually pretty difficult. There are several AIs here. So I'm gonna make a real save. Okay. So there are 3 gold plates up here and another chess piece. There we go. Pawn 6 is back on the chessboard, which refers to this one. The smell of meat upon the spit. I feel the heat from where I sit. Okay. Down here you can see some loot at the bottom of this, but to find it you need to get a secret, which I'm gonna do shortly. Tilda, don't forget to make the chowder. As long as our pesky ghoul has that to fool around with, maybe he won't contaminate the rest of the food. Just don't serve it. Will. Okay, that's weird. There can be a maid
Who's
standing
there?
right
Did you say something?
in this window. So she's not there right now. Let me quickly show you
What's that
the
in the
chowder
shadow there?
that they all like to talk about. Here is the menu, which I'm not even sure how to comment on this. Okay, here. That maid has a purse, I'm gonna nab it later. There is another gold plate. And a purse under this bench here.
Don't know what it was.
She
It's
didn't see
gone
me,
now.
that's good. The Sir's name day is coming up, and as suggested, we will be throwing him a surprise party. Please sign up. Tilda Cake, Forney Decorations, Lois Decorations, Ermengarde helping Tilda with cake, Cedric Punch, Chaquin Spirited Punch. Remember, keep it a secret. We've all been working hard, including the sir, and could use a little reprieve. Staff, please be on the lookout for missing chess pieces. Maybe one of our young guests has run off with them, or more likely, one of our very old guests has. Thank you. Okay. And here is the dumbwaiter. I'm gonna send it to the second floor.
What's that?
Grab her purse. Total 1433. Okay, and if you lean in here, you can find a secret. So that's our first out of 6. And if you drop into the water, you don't make noise, which is excellent. And that's how we can get these pieces of loot here. There we go. Total 1463. And I'm gonna get out this way, just because it's less finicky. I can't close this if I come out this way, but if you want to close it, or rather keep it closed, then you gotta get out without ever opening it, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. So if you wanna do that, then you want to plant a rope arrow, something like this, and then swim out the way you got there and catch the rope and get out, because otherwise you're very low in the water and can't mental up. I'm just gonna close this up, reset the dumbwaiter, and continue here. To kitchen staff, please ask the butcher in town when we can expect a full side of venison. All we seem to get are deer legs. Unless I'm mistaken, the beasts have legs that are attached to bodies, or at least they used to. Makes you wonder what he does with the rest of the damn animal. Please see to it. Okay. So, this door will just take us back to the central staircase. Up here are 2 spice bags. Total 1543. And in the kitchen are a few more pieces of loot to get.
What? I surrender.
Okay, didn't expect her to turn this way.
Hey, what's that sound?
Gold plate, and there are 2 cupboards, which we can pick.
What's that in the shadow there?
The timing is kinda tight
Hello?
here.
Hello?
Also,
Now.
this takes you to the dining room. We were here as well. Here we go, 1723. And I'm stuck. That's fun. There we go.
Someone there?
To all staff, do not use the dumbwaiter for anything other than transporting food for room service, etc. It's not for moving chamber pots to the lower levels. Breaking this rule will result in very harsh talking to. Okay, and finally we're done with the staff area, and we come out on the second floor. Right here. So we're on top of this stairwell. I'm gonna show you what's this way, but I'm gonna come back. Firstly, right now we're right above the gallery. We have another chess piece here. Pawn 8 is back on the chessboard. I gaze upon the Blackwell line while standing on the Candle Shrine. So, Blackwell line, Candle Shrine. This door we can open with the staff key. But this hatch we cannot pick. So we're gonna need to find a key for that, and that's how we access the jeweled diadem in the gallery. And this private leads to the proprietor's office, and this door we cannot unlock at all for now.
Have you come to help me?
No, I came here to rob the place. So that's Porter of Elizabeth Blackwell. Okay, interesting. These are the balcony doors. And this will take us to the library. So we're right here. But I want to clear out the entire second floor. So I'm gonna go the long way, because I need to get to the library. That's my final destination on this floor. So let me make another real save. Now, apparently there are fewer people in the hotel in version 2. I honestly don't remember there being many more people in version 1, but I seem to remember there being a couple of noblemen on this patio here. So if there were more people, then I don't miss them, quite honestly. I think version 2 strikes a really good balance of challenge. It's not a cakewalk, but there are enough AIs, I think, to sneak around. And given how big this mission is, you don't want to make it too difficult, because then it will just get exhausting. Okay. Room 5. A gold hammer here, and another one of stock hammerite compendiums. One more hammer, 1123, and a journal, devotion number 247924. Smite that fool of a novice. Where could he be? I stepped out to find that the boy was missing from his usual place of study, and to think our pilgrimage to St. Joris is so he should be ordained by the order. This waypoint was a generous gift from the bishop to take a respite for praying and reading a few compendiums. But now I think he's up to no good, bathing in that decadent pool, or worse, reading books from their library. To make matters worse, the adjacent room is housing the worst sort of heathens. I can hear them making vile animal noises and banging on the walls. My discernment in these matters tell me they are worshipping the trickster, no doubt.
I know not what it was.
So nothing in the bathroom here.
If thou be there, bespeak thyself.
Would you believe me, father, if I told you that your novice is one of those animals? So in room 6 we have 3 coins and 3 goblets.
I'm not even gonna comment.
was that there? I saw something.
So they have a speed potion.
Help!
I'm not even gonna comment.
Okay. A cucumber, in case they get hungry. In the bathroom here is a bottle of wine. Total 1948. And a deck of naughty playing cards. This gets me every time. Okay, here is a flute. Total 1998. And up there is another chess piece. So you can reach it this way. Pawn 2 is back on the chessboard. Where Lord and Lady meet and sup, to find me you must first look up. So, the dining hall. The chapel is next, so we've cleared out rooms 5, 6, and now we're here. This chapel is open at all hours for devout guests or those seeking solace. Fully restored to its original condition, generations of Blackwells were blessed and interred in this chapel. Some family members were followers of the builder, but today this sanctuary is a welcome place of prayer for all faiths. Right, there is a woman here. You only gotta worry about making noise, she's looking out of the window all the time. In here are 4 gold hammers. Okay, 2198. Mankind will see the goodness of life through the eyes of the soul. Alfonso Silveira. Okay, and we have a strange slot on the back. Can't do anything with it for now, but it will become apparent what it's for. But more importantly, here we have the Hand of Saint Faustin. Brother Faustin achieved sainthood for the numerous exorcisms he performed by the laying on of hands. So this is needed for one of the bonus quests, and I wanna get it before heading to the 3rd floor. Yo, the Hand of Saint Faustin. And here is the crypt. Now we don't need to go into the crypt just yet. There is nothing to do there. But we could rope up. Bishop 1 is back on the chessboard. And this refers to, if me you'd still, seek Heaven's Peal. Heaven's Peal apparently refers to the sound of the church bell, I think. Okay, and now we're entering the area with all the rooms. Now firstly, there is a guard around here which I want to show you. There he is. This guy is friendly for some reason. I don't know why, and I know for a fact that he's not supposed to be friendly, but he is for some reason. And he has a healing potion. So, because he's not supposed to be friendly, I'm actually gonna avoid him, as if he is hostile. And this just takes us back to the portrait of Elizabeth. So I wanna get his healing potion. This is a really small staff area, nothing to do here. Please do not disturb. So room 7, we can't pick the lock. Gonna have to find another way in. Room 8 is open. And here we have a money box.
What's that?
There we go. A gem, total 2223. Room 9. Rooms 5 out of 10. Need toilets. I would rather not suffer the indignity of having a maid glare at my waist. And God knows what else they find. Service 6 out of 10. While otherwise excellent, I'm still waiting for my luggage to be brought up. Seems an understaffing issue. Food 8 out of 10. Kidney porridge is good, but far too much venison on the menu. The corn and onion chowder has a piquant aftertaste that I can't put my finger on. Okay. Atmosphere 9 out of 10. The hotel strengths the remote cliffside location and a unique feeling of mystery. What a treat to dwell in the same rooms that famous family once did. It's as if a veil were lifted from the past, welcoming us moderners. In general, I will write up the Blackwell as a 7 out of 10. Is Blackwell ready for us? Old world charm and mystic countryside lend themselves to fantasy and escape, but changes are in order before it can satisfy the true dilettante. How do I write about toilets without sounding vulgar? So we have a bottle of wine here, and in the bathroom there is a purse. Total 2348. Okay, this clock is where we can find the second secret. Climb the door, press a button, there we go, you found the secret. A chest with a ring, total 2473. And also, can rope up to the vents. This is how we get to room 7. Red Lady of Blackwell Hall history. Okay. Relaxation techniques to increase blood flow to the brain. That hack author wrote a fantastical tale about the hauntings here, a history he calls it, and Red Lady is so pedestrian. I'm leaning towards Scarlet myself. How does one building have so much bad luck? Suicides, murder, fatal accidents, the list goes on. I sense a gloominess here that makes you wonder what sort of blight is spreading behind the polished wood and extravagance. Perhaps everything is connected, and these aren't isolated incidents. Maybe this blight influences certain people. The staff of Force come in with their accounts, but they don't know I'm here researching my book. To them, I'm only a generous tipper who never needs the room cleaned. I want to meet with the proprietor. He's a distant Blackwell descendant, and the first to reside in the manor for ages. I hear his office is in the library. Perhaps we can strike up a chat. So here's the room 7 key, which we just can use to open this. And a board here. Who is the Red Lady? Full room entity. Playful, childlike. Which is connected to Charlotte. Okay. Blackwell family. Elizabeth. After Alexander and Elizabeth, manor vacated until current ownership. No other Blackwells came forward to take residence. Did they fear something? Love in marriage, no children. Some unknown tragedy, perhaps covered up by family. What happened to her husband, Alexander? A curse? Could explain the family's fear and secrecy, could explain the suicide, etc. If it's a powerful curse, I expect the tragedies will escalate over time, but if so, why Elizabeth, who by all accounts was admired and lived a happy life? Okay, some notes are crossed off here. Agatha died in advanced years, natural causes, grieved beloved brother in early life. Room 13, malevolent spirit, 2 confirmed heart attacks, both male, scared to death, encounters limited to the one area, so likely not our red lady. Where is room 13? It seems to be gone. Room 1 spectre, male presence, neutral aggression, witnesses experience sadness or despair. The phantom, staff refer to as Crow, as he likes to hide things in hard-to-reach places. Nuisance to the staff, thefts. Said to be a spirit of a hotel worker who was fired for shenanigans. Note, don't eat the chowder. Well, that was educational, but there is no loot to pick up here. So let's just continue. Just wanna close that. Right, room 10. So this is where Nightingale is staying. To clean in staff. For the last time, I expect clean towels in my room thrice daily. Forget it, Ape. If you don't do what I say, I will have you fired.
Who's there? Who said that?
J. Nightingale, Esquire, Acquisitions Specialist. Esteemed Sir M. Arrived at the hotel with tablet piece safe in hand. Since this is where it was recovered, it stands to reason the artifact is here as well. I believe this fragment will reveal the location of the legendary Scarlet Cascabel. Please send this week's fee of 5,000 gold to finance our operation post-haste. You will soon possess the finest prize any king could covet. Your servant, J. Nightingale, Esquire. And the purse total 2573. Now let me first get everything there is here, and then I'll comment on a few things. So Nightingale's journal. Let's actually read it. This is the life. Enjoy in a lavish hotel at my employer's expense. Might as well bide my time and milk this fat cow for all it's worth. Even luxury comes with its imperfections, however. The staff a lazy ignore my. How hard can daily towel fetching be? And more, the only available room appropriate to my status is colored in prissy pink wallpaper. I want something manly, damn it. I demanded the front desk to move me into a new room. Charge it to the fattened cow, of course. Speaking of my illustrious employer, I'd better keep track of expenses. Retainer fee, 2500 weekly, gold coin only. Room and board, 1000 weekly. Expendable supplies fee, wine and spirits 500, gambling 1000. Now to earn my pay. A tablet piece clearly speaks of a blind and hungry serpent. This may refer to man's avarice, so I intend to begin my search in the chapel. Either that or the kitchens. Well, this can wait till tomorrow. All this stress is giving me a headache. I think I'll order one of those footpaths.
I think Nightingale is on the wrong track, as usual.
Okay, Nightingale has the money box key, which opens this.
This is just what I was looking for.
Stone tablet piece. Okay. And there is a piece of loot in the bathroom I want to get.
Is someone there?
There we go. Bottle of wine, total 2623. Okay, so we have the stone tablet piece, but the objective is not checked off because we have to find out what it's for. and I already showed you where we have to put it. But in version 1, when you found Nightingale and I think read his journal, that's when this objective checked off. I think it was just to find out what Nightingale was up to. And that was kind of strange, because Nightingale was mentioned in Mission 1 and made out to be like it was going to be an important character in Mission 2, and completing this objective was just a non-event. And additionally, you also had to hunt down 4 pieces of the tablet, and they were spread around the hotel. And that wasn't even an objective. So it was quite an involved hunt for no real reason. So the way version 2 handles it is a vast improvement, because it makes Nightingale more relevant to the story, and it makes the quest easier to complete, because there is already quite a bit of item hunting in this mission, and we're gonna deal with some quite shortly. Also, Nightingale's journal went into our inventory for a reason. It has to do with another bonus quest. That's it for now. This is a staircase to the 3rd floor. I'm not gonna go there just yet, but I wanna grab whatever is in here. Here we go, 2635. Room 11. We have a guy practicing his sword fighting, and he has a purse. Total 2660. Next we have room 12. Actually don't know if he saw me, just there.
What's there?
Well, now I know he didn't. Just the first alert. Yeah, very good.
There. Is someone there?
Clara, dear. See if one of your guards can fetch me a tonic. My nerves are frayed and I feel even more drained since we arrived. And that horrid forest. I know you want to teach Herman a lesson, dear, but we're the ones suffering for it. Have them bring the rest of the luggage while they're at it. They just walk around in circles all day. So here we have some loot on the table.
Must speak from the past.
There is nothing on this dresser. Urine in the bathtub. Okay, just to make sure, I know there is one dresser that has some loot on top of it. Okay, definitely not this one. Necklace.
Huh?
And finally, pair of spectacles. Total 2952. Staff of guests must dispose of their own waste. We hope your masters enjoy their stay. Dear Lackey, it must be so boring. You probably feel like your master's dog confined to your kennel. I thought you could have some fun with these fancy spectacles, the Phantom. Okay, here we can get outside and enter the library. Here we have a purse. 2967. make another save here. So firstly, this will just take you back. We were here before, and that corridor will take you back to room 12. And to where we were before. Okay? Library open at all hours. Quiet, please. Yeah. Got seen by that guy. It's gonna be a bit of a tricky place. How to restore virginity using mummy dust.
Is that you, Kevel?
So under the staircase here is the
now.
third secret. With a valuable book, total 3117. And I'm not gonna head to the third floor just yet. I'm gonna head out to this balcony. Just wanna get this readable. The Adventures of Baby Lemonade.
Good thing I'm not afraid of heights.
Because this is how we get into the proprietor's office. Pawn 7 is back on the chessboard. The wind is whistling around my ears. I hope heights aren't among your fears. Okay. There is another way into the proprietor's office, which is also exclusive to version 2, but in version 1 this was the only way. And I'll show you that in just a moment.
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah, some quality art here. Sold this month. Silver circlet, name they give to Charlotte Blackwell. Antique cypress dresser, the last of the really good furniture. Lapis lavalier, worn by Agatha at the funeral of her brother, containing ashes. Replaced items in the viewing gallery with replicas, had to have something. It pains me to have to sell off family heirlooms, but I've sunk everything into the refurbishment. I'm relieved that hotel is busy now, and as I've come to love this old place. I'm one of the few Blackwells left, and none of my superstitious relatives there live in a haunted manor. Hard to believe they're descended from the legendary figures like Myron and Alexander. The manor does have its problems, but I don't believe in any family curse. This place may be haunted, but cursed? I admit that I get a chill sometimes when overlooking the dining room. The old winter wind is back there, and I suppose some superstition has crept in after all. Anyway, I'm fine with letting that side of the manor go to ruin. I couldn't afford to rebuild it if I wanted to. Okay, in the bathroom there is nothing, but on top of the bed here, Knight 1 is back on the chessboard. At night, when all the shadows creep, from here I watch a Blackwell sleep. So the proprietor is a Blackwell, and this is his bed. So here is the second way you can take into the office. Open window here from the courtyard. I'm gonna make use of this passage later. In the office we get the proprietor's office key, which will take us into the library through that door. But first we get a diadem display key, 3 coin stacks, 4 keystones, and this. I, Kilgurn Elsik, Seer and Warden of House Blackwell, as my final act of service, betroth the fate of Elizabeth and Alexander. As a seer, I possessed certain relics, among them the Ouroboros. The Ouroboros are 4 in number, the Quinacine, Archvex, and Serpentile Torques, and the Torque of Bane. 3 I have now sent to the far corners of our world, and only the Quinacine Torque remains. Would that I have sent them sooner. Not long ago, the manor and its inhabitants were left in my charge, while Alexander fought the Baron's War. Wounded came here for healing, and none worked so hard as his wife, Elizabeth. It was unknown to me she was with child until the day the blood came. Too soon to be born, the child perished, and we stood helpless as she lay dying. The Ouroboros were said to restore life if joined. In my fear and foolishness, I performed the ritual in haste. When she again drew breath, her leaf was cut short, her color was ashen, and her body showed signs of necromantic decay. Voices spoke to us from the dark, and a malevolent spirit began to stalk the house of Blackwell. I learned the true purpose of the Ouroboros, a cruel lesson from the gods to those who seek eternal life, to be bound in eternal death. But while death never sleeps, it can be shut from sight. I imprisoned her undying remains and spell-sealed the doors to the winter wind. I can slow the darkness from seeping out, but it will find a way in time. The curse is known to some as the Scarlet Cascabel. These 4 keys unlock hidden rooms in the house, and within each are the symbols used to bind the curse. Once had, you may pass into the sealed wind. Now my sorrow writes the rest. Alexander is dead. Perhaps one day someone may succeed where we could not. The Blackwell Sword, now entombed within, is key to unlocking her bones. Behind the seal, the darkness is always waiting, always awake. Be warned, you too are sealed within it, until the curse is unbound. May the fates be in your sight. Okay, we have a bunch of new objectives, so we've found out if the proprietor has any information. So, the seer mentioned 4 items hidden in secret rooms. Find them. Once you have the 4 items, the sealed wind will open. Get into the sealed wind. The Blackwell Sword is in the sealed wind. Retrieve it. The Cascabel is a curse, not a prize. Steal the Quintessine Torque instead. Okay. So before I head back into the library, I wanna make a small detour, now that I have the diadem display key, and get that piece of loot. So using the proprietor's office key, we can get back here. Now this can be a little finicky, so I suggest saving. Temptable Taffer bonus. Some loot is just begging to be stolen. Okay, so that's the second of the bonus objectives, and we have 3522 loot. Now getting back can be a little troublesome. Okay. Sometimes Garrett just refuses to get out of that hole. So let's lock this up. Let's make a real save. And continue. So we're back in the library. On the 3rd floor, here is the staircase. How dowsing is used to identify warlocks, a courtroom companion. Here's a coin, total 3532.
Huh?
Make yourself at home in a rich library.
what that
Let
was.
Odyssey and adventure carry you away while enjoying the ample fruits and wines of a fair
Who's that?
countryside. Okay, I'm surprised he didn't see me there. So this leads out to the rest of the 3rd floor. And I'm gonna quickly hit the lounge here, but I'll explore the rest of the 3rd floor later. So first, using the slot machine will get you a coin. And in the lounge, behind the bar there, is a bottle of wine and a spice bag. And it's possible to get those without dousing the fireplace. And if you like creative solutions, I would recommend you try that. But it's a little finicky, so I'll just
made that
douse the
noise?
fireplace.
Nothing now.
Like this. Or at least try to get it like this.
Someone there?
spice bag, and a bottle of wine. Total 36, 32. There is an invisible object here. For some reason.
What was that noise?
Now we can continue with the library, and I'm gonna rope up here. When we are blinded by the world, best to see with the eyes of the mind. Bruna Mansell. So the mind. Well, I have the key to the mind, so using it unlocks the secret room, one of the 4 we need to find. So I'm gonna head in there in just a moment.
Thought I saw something.
So this is Davidov, the person staying in room 7 and researching the hotel and its curse.
Huh?
Legendary Treasures, a comprehensive guide to all dynasty heirlooms. Ancient Curses and Bindings. A curse binds itself like a parasite, causing eventual death of the body. In extreme cases, an individual is bound by 4 aspects of being: the body, mind, soul, and spirit. These are the most amazing of known curses, agonizing of known curses, as the body decays in living death, and the spirit wanders in a state of madness. Gloaming Whites, for example, are thought to bear this type of curse, and specific rituals must be performed in order to destroy them. Okay, and there are 2 coins on the fireplace. There we go.
Someone there?
Didn't get seen by anyone. Yeah, good.
Is someone there?
I'm right behind you, so this is a hint to the statue. Nothing this way. So here is the first of the 4 secret rooms. Now, these particle beams act just like rope arrows, and I'll explain a little later why the addition of these particle beams in version 2 is a major improvement. Because in version 1 they weren't here. Elizabeth's journal. We can't read it. And we also cannot close any of the secret rooms. Now here, Knight 2 is back on the chessboard. Through the glass, the dark of night, within the glow of learning's light. So, learning is done in the library. And now we can rope up to the attic. Okay, this will be my way forward. But here we can get to basically the area above the lounge, and this is the best way to get Rook 2. So spirits roam these shadowed halls and stand upon the stair, but where can spirits be consumed whilst upon your derriere? So spirits can be consumed in the lounge. Here we're gonna see some strange stuff.
Pushing dust, storm clouds grow, doxy clouds, lightning throw, misty shrouds, freezy snow. Call the storm, call the grey, brings thee forth world's old way.
So that's Mr. Jim Jim. And what you wanna do with him is hit him with the Hand of Saint Faustin, which is why I wanted to get it on my way up here. Time to put Mr. Jim down. So, like I said, you can return him to Sally Sue, but I'll do something different. How to take possession of a soul using ordinary household items. Day 2455. My plan to break the will of that smug maintenance man has finally come to fruition. Everyone blames him for the missing toolbox. I watched 3 more nobles eat my special chowder. These fools seem to like it. Hee. I wish I had something new to keep me entertained. I grow tired of reading servants' diaries and watching them go poop. I miss the old days when I used to play cards all night and drink myself sick. I wish I died in a brothel. Day 2458. Something new at last. Who could have guessed I'd find the answer to this ennui in the diary of that silly maid? I shall prepare to inhabit a new vessel. Who knows what mischief awaits? Time to begin the dark work. Here's JJ. So if I understand this correctly, the Phantom inhabited Mr. Jim, so it became possessed? I don't know, this is really strange. Did I close that? Right here, we can get down to... make another real save. We can get down to room 15, which is actually the only way for Ghost to get down here. 3 gems on the table and a note. Dear Mr. Woodham, First City Bank and Trust. Enclosed are some additional gems I need held in my safety deposit box. The riches in these ancient woods continue to abound. As per our correspondence, I expect that a seat on the city council may come open soon, as your bank continues to receive such generous financial support. Finest regards, Bramwell Livingstone III. Okay. In the bathroom, there is a necklace. Total 3757. And we can get down to the lower floor. There's some more loot. 3 coin stacks.
Who's that?
Silver vase. 4 gold plates. So this is the actual door to this suite, and you see it's guarded. So you gotta come up from above. Okay, this is the dresser with the purse. There we go. Nothing in this bathroom. And this lamp is actually a secret. That's the 4th, I think, of 6. And we have 4 more pieces of loot. There we go. Total 4188. This is where I came from. This is where I have to go. So this is the attic. The staircase will take us down to the 3rd floor. I'll go here eventually, but I want to explore the attic first. Money box with a ring here. 4213. Now here is our 5th secret, and it just has some rope arrows. Thorn. Here is the trope stash I told you about. I'll bet we could find some goodies in the rafters if we look. Our rascal Phantom likes to hide his shinies up in nests. There is the red lady again. If we come near, it's just a statue. Garrett is supposed to say...
Creepy.
Creepy. Up here, the queen is back on the chessboard. Up among the dusty crates, in cobweb dark, the queen awaits. A rug here, but it is 63. And this will take us to room 14. You don't have to access this one from above, but since I'm up here, I might as well. So here some, I think, spice merchants stay. Here is the log of all their deliveries. I'm not gonna read all this, but they are not very friendly. They look like thieves and sure behave like thieves. So that's the main guy. He has a purse. In a bathroom here is a ring. Give me the purse. In this footlocker, I think is just a gas arrow. Yeah, I don't need that. So here is the main door, it's locked. Silver nugget here, and the letter. Dear Mom, boss is up King's Road and some of us guards are long. Our quarters are cramped but better than stables. You'd love the country here. It passed my head today that this is the farthest I've ever been from home. I like seeing new places and such, but ain't much to see from behind a helm. Here's some coin to buy yourself a shiny or what you need. Hope to see the lot of you someday soon, and even come home to ratty old Grimside after this 5 years gone. Hoping all is well, and I'll write again when I can. Jasper. Okay. In this, just some arrows. There's a bag of spice. This guy has a healing potion. And here is another bag of spice, right? And in this some noisemakers, yeah. Don't need the noisemaker, definitely. I'll take this, and both of these chests also have spice bags. There we go. Total 4510.
Look, over there. Nothing there now.
Right, and finally... Why wouldn't I want to go in there? So this is quite obviously room 13, and it never occurred to me before, but now that I think about it, I think it would have been better not to have this on the map. Because it's quite clearly another suite, it's just not marked. So if it wasn't on the map, it would have been a little more mysterious. So, room 13 that everyone is so afraid of. What do we have here? Nathaniel, meet me this weekend where we spent the first night together. Let's find each other in the dark. Your Adora. I love this. That sound, which is not a creepy sound by itself when used in this situation, is much creepier than any classical scary sound. Just works perfectly there. And this doesn't look too good. There is now a ring here. And when we start picking this lock, I'm gonna hear some footsteps. There is nothing to be afraid of. That's not an AI, it's not gonna attack you. And now we have...
Come back.
No. Room 13 key, which will open the door And what's this? I'll show you this from the other side. So that's everything in the attic. So now we're back on the 3rd floor. This way, it's the library and lounge, we don't need to go there. And we actually explored most of the 3rd floor simply by roping down into most of the suites here. So, one place left is the observatory.
The blight is spreading, seeping throughout the house.
And this is room
As well now.
13 then. So it was disguised like this. Here is the observatory. Welcome to the observatory. Please sit back and take in the wonder of the stars. This huge contraption before you is actually a telescope. Telescopes can see into the heavens using special mirrors and lenses. A few examples of these are on display for your viewing pleasure. Golden lens, please do not touch. Yoink. Depicted here are 10 worlds and 2 suns that revolve around our fair planet. What wonderful discoveries lie ahead once we are able to travel to the stars. Overhead you can see the new moon, a symbol of fertility. It is said that its rings are the spirits of our loved ones who have gone before. This is quite awesome. Okay, here we have another statue. Our eyes of flesh can see this world, but within the eyes of the spirit we see many. Icarus Volanti. Okay, spirit. There we go. Elizabeth's moonstone necklace. Okay, and you also wanna get on top of the telescope. So to do that, gotta use a rope arrow. Something like this. So you wanna shoot it not in the underside here, but this way, so you can climb up and actually jump over. And it wasn't high enough. Okay, this should be better. Pawn 1 is back on the chessboard. I see the heavens from on high, look upon the lens, if me you'd spy. Okay. And then to get down, I hope I'm not screwing myself over with saving here. Just gotta do this. Ah, I'm stuck. No! Not like that. I wanna get my rope. Okay, well that was a lot of noise, but I hope no one heard it. Doesn't matter. This is the way though. Once you're up here, you wanna... Come on, Garrett. You wanna jump over to that statue, is what I'm trying to say. And that'll soften the fall. Let's try something else. Okay, I guess that won't work, so back to our first method. No, sorry, this taking this long. In my practice run, I did this on the first try. So I thought this would be fine. Okay, finally. Wasn't expecting to get stuck there. And that's the third floor done, basically. So what we have to do next is head down, access 2 more secret rooms, and put Nightingale's stone piece tablet where it belongs. And then we'll be able to access the sealed section.
Been imagining things. Who's there? Who said that?
Oh, I'm surprised he didn't see me.
What was that noise?
Still gotta wait for him to go
Can't
back.
hear it anymore. Probably nothing.
Thought I saw something. Hello? Anyone there?
Right.
Who's there? Guess not. Is someone there? Seems quiet enough now. Oh well.
Oh well. Happenings.
So we've seen one of the statues in the chapel. So this was the soul. Okay. Have Elizabeth Rosary. And the last secret room is in the pool, which we can of course now access with the staff key. This is where we'll have to go once we have all 4 items. Look upon the obstacle from all aspects of the self, and you will see the way through. Alexander Blackwell. So we're gonna have to come back here. So I'm gonna make a bit of a shortcut here. And also, Pawn 6 is back on the chessboard. In streams of 4 the water falls amidst the ivy-covered walls. Pretty self-explanatory. And now that we're here... There we go. There was a serpent who only traveled in one direction, always forward, never backward. The serpent was blind and hungry, which caused him to eat his own tail, and he hid away in darkness, where he waited for his madness to end. A few who were seers knew the serpent's true path. The serpent must travel backward, they said, but it never did, and the darkness began to spread. The seers made a weapon to destroy it, but hid it in the serpent's den, for they discovered that the only one who could wield the weapon was the serpent itself. And so the serpent, always forward, never backward, hides away in darkness, where he waits for his madness to end.
What have we here?
Okay, we have a location of 4 aspects. The 4 aspects reside as follows. In the library, Bruna Mansell guards the mind. In the chapel, Alfonso Silveira guards the soul. In the pool room, Beatrix Lefebvre guards the body. In the observatory, Icarus Volante guards the spirit. Above the dining hall, Lord Blackwell stands silent sentry outside the seal. So we're getting this a little bit late. I already did most of these. and told you about the rest, but if I went for this scroll before accessing any of the secret rooms, it would just be a waste of time. But that completes the Nightingale objective. Now, before I head into the pool, I want to make a small detour and complete a couple of bonus quests.
What's that?
So down here... Okay, pretty sure she saw me just now. Put Mr. Jim Jim in the furnace. We get Terminator Taffer bonus. Time to take out the trash. Well, that's one less haunting in the hotel.
I don't know what that was.
And this was our third, I think, bonus objective. Maybe it was the fourth. I lost track. But here, where we have outgoing mail, we can drop Nightingale's journal. Tattletale Taffer bonus. Please mail to esteemed Sir M, Hightown, the city. So now Nightingale's employer will know what he's been up to. And I also can get into the ballroom now. Here in our lavish ballroom, your fairy tale wedding dreams come true. Book your special event today for a truly memorable occasion. It's pretty cool. And here is another chess piece. Pawn 4 is back on the chessboard. Where dancers whirl about the floor, then rest before attempting more. Okay. And this takes us back to the pool. So in the pool there are several pieces of loot to get. There is a purse here. Bracelet. And a coin. Total 47.85. Up on the rafter there. Pawn 3 is back on the chessboard. So, above the dip, I never slip. Be careful lest you take a dip. Okay. And I only have one stone left, so it's quite obvious. The body is not only flesh, it is the symbol of our independence and the one life of which we have absolute proof. With the eyes of the body, we can achieve great things. Beatrix Lefebvre. Gotta take a bit of a swim here. There we go, Elizabeth's torn dress.
The sale is over. Bring these to me.
So we've completed finding the 4 items, now we have to get into the sealed section. Slight bit of back and forth here. But this is now open, and it's a good time for another real save. So we've checked off the objective of getting here. Don't know why there have to be two separate objectives for this, but okay.
Beware. A dark force roams these halls.
Well, not yet. For now, we don't have to worry about anything, it's just gonna be some spooks along the way, but later we will run into some hostile AIs who are pretty creepy. So at some point the way we came gets blocked off, I'm not sure when exactly, but we can't leave. In this chest there is a rope arrow, indicating that maybe you need to do this. Chest with a gem, total 4810. I pray that no one find these last words. I pray that you have never come to read them, but you, whoever you may be, are my only priest in this dark hour, and for that I thank you. I have lived by the sword. This fine blade has never shed blood, and I pray it never will. This sword has remained a symbol of peace, but now I am told I mustn't hesitate to use it. I fear my resolve will fail me. This cursed nightmare has twisted her spirit like a thorn vine, and it pushes her round the spawn, but underneath it is her. Kilgorn is waiting. It is he who should feel the edge of my steel, but I need him now. The fool, in his haste, forgot one element when binding the spell, Moonlight. The curse has weakness. Even gods can be outsmarted. He imprisoned her bones up in his tower, where he says only I have power to release them. We can't restore her life, I am warned, and if that's the case, these rooms where we shared our happiest moments will also be my tomb. The light is dimming now. I feel as a man on the gallows, looking out to a place where there is no redemption. If heaven sees fit to cast me out, then so be it. Even in hell, there is hope of being united. Here we have the Blackwell Sword. So we completed yet another objective. Now we have to rope up. And here things get a little scarier. Weep. Well, I'll just take the coin, thank you. Some kind of medal here, 4895. So if we get close to this door, this will open, and we were there just a couple of minutes ago. The only way to proceed is here. And we have some infirmary here. So we read before that the place was used to treat the wounded, so the winter wind was used at the hotel. Not hotel, a hospital. Dear Sister Maribel, the nurses work endlessly to treat casualties these wars brought us. The lady of the house even works alongside us, while her lord is away fighting with the others. I worry the workload will harm her, as she appears to be with child, but it is not my place to say. Pray for us, sister. So many of the wounded remind me of schoolboys dressed up wearing the Baron's colors, now soaked with blood. I want to leave this place of death, but we are short of hand and need it desperately. But the nightmares are getting worse. I saw these poor souls pinned to a board like butterflies, and dear gods, their eyes, the way we set them when they can see no longer. I will be glad to return to our abbey, but I fear the shadows of this place will haunt me forever. Pray that the mercy of the builder may find us. Yours in faith, Daniela. Goblet here, total 49.20. Nothing else really. Dear Father, I am writing you from hospital as our commander has opened his home to shelter the wounded. Please tell Mother I am well, and give Sheldon a nudge on the ear for old time's sake. They are taking good care of us here, and we want for nothing, so I have enclosed some money to help with things. I didn't trouble you with the stories of battle as you too were a soldier, but like a father before us, what man wouldn't stand when the Blackwell Sword was raised? I am honored to have fought with such worthy brothers as these. Until we meet next, you are all very much in my thoughts. Your devoted son, Calvin. And the stack of coins, 49.25. In this room there is a healing potion under the bed. I don't wanna go in there. That room unnerves me. Rand. 2 more coins. 49.45. Sever. 2 more coins, 49.65. The dummies, by the way, if you get too close to them, they will hurt you. So don't do that. Run. And you see some darkness approaches. Not all you have to do. I nearly jumped just now. Actually got hurt by a dummy. Well, this is not as impressive on the second time. Okay, so what you have to do is get in this door without getting hurt. And here you are safe. Raj, I've heard whispers that the Thorn Crown was hidden somewhere in the Winter Wind. While the other staff are busy, let's have a look around. It could be our lucky day. Okay, and at this point, we're actually gonna run into a hostile AI here. Which I'll try to find and show you. There it is. That cloud of red mist walks quite fast. If it sees you, it's gonna stop, so it's quite easy to know when you've been spotted, and it kills you on contact. So try to stay as far away from it as you can. But while I could explore this place, I really wanna get to the tower and meet Elizabeth as fast as possible. I will have a chance to explore the rest of this place after that, so just stick to the right here. That's not a door, this is the door to Elizabeth's room. I'm gonna go there later. So continuing on, we'll eventually come here. This is a long climb. I'm gonna climb the vines here, which is pretty intuitive. In version 1, this climb was a pain. But now it's pretty easy, which is good. I'm not sure what kind of room this is and why it has a door into a tower. But here we have a silver nugget, still 49.90. Switch here. Seer Kilgorn, the Ouroboros are now in your care. All were crafted from the hardest and rarest adamantine, yet none show even the slightest mark of toolwork, deepening the mystery of their origin. Legends speak of gods gifting them to men in time before time. So powerful are they, when joined, they can restore life from ashes of death. Their power is known in some tongues as the Scarlet Cascabel. Guard them well, but be warned. Hearsay speaks of an ancient curse. It is a curse enough that men have killed to obtain them. They must remain hidden. They are not to be used. Blackwell is wealthy and powerful and can provide the means to keep them safe. No one, however, can know of their existence. What little knowledge we have of these relics is as follows. The Quinessine Torque, azure in aspect, with limited power to heal its possessor. As with the others, the color emanates from within. The Serpentile Torque, gold in aspect, known to draw the spirits of the dead. It is a key for the living to travel between spiritual worlds. The Erkevex Torque, opaline in aspect, once crowned the legendary Queen Atlas, who was known for her knowledge and wisdom. Likewise, the wearer of this coil is gifted with metaphysical acumen. The Torque of Bane, rose in aspect, he who wields it shall obtain his heart's desires. It has earned its name and its ruinous reputation, as the heart is the grievously corruptible organ. Okay, and here we have Elizabeth Balcony key, which I'm gonna use a little later. It's not necessary to pick it up. And finally...
Here. I'm in here. My name is Elizabeth Blackwell. I've been trapped here for so long. I've been trying to reach out to someone, and you're the first to come this far. Will you help me?
What do you need?
First, free me from this waking nightmare. You must use the sword you now possess to shatter this dark reflection. Please, do it now, before we run out of time. My thanks. I see more clearly now. When I became bound to the curse, my being was broken into 4 parts. You possess 4 items imbued with these aspects, but you must retrieve another, my earthly remains. You'll find them down below. Bring these items to the conservatory. Rainwater, bathed in the light of the moon, may have the power to knit my severed being. I'm uncertain this will break the curse, but we must try. A warning. Until I am free, the dark force you encountered will try to kill you, so be cautious.
Okay, so we have 2 more objectives now. Take Elizabeth's bone from the room below, drop the 4 items and bones into a moonlit pool in the conservatory. Okay, this sequence we went through right now is the reason I don't really like the damage property rule of the ghosting rule set, because it gets really muddy in situations like this. So I was instructed to shatter the mirror, which I did, but I didn't have the objective of listening to the voice. But now I do have the objective to break the curse implicitly, so does that retroactively make it okay to break that mirror? Secondly, is that mirror even property, quote unquote? And I don't know, and I don't want to dwell on it, quite honestly. What matters to me is that by the end I will have gone through the mission without being seen, heard by guards or dispatching anyone. And technicalities like that I really don't care about. Also, we have this particle beam now, which at this point you would know is a rope. In version 1, this was the first time you saw this. And I saw many players, when going through the mission, they would just turn around here and go back the way they came, because they didn't know this was a rope. But because version 2 teaches you that you can climb this, it's much more intuitive to grab it and get down this way, which is just a fantastic change. Okay, so let's explore all 3 passages here and go here first. You can rope down in certain sections. This is wood, but there is no need to rope down here. That's not openable. Okay, here we can see the room with the bones where we can grab them. I'm gonna get here a different way. And on the other side here, we can pick up a coin and get into Elizabeth's room. So that's the door we saw. The front door. And this place is just creepy. I should have commented on this before, but this entire sealed section is really well done. Like, it actually makes me physically uncomfortable to be here. What they've done with textures, making them look dirty or burned or both, is fantastic, and the use of sound here is great too. So we have to pick this money box. Total 5,100. Yeah, and we can use the Elizabeth balcony key to open this. And this is a nice shortcut. That's where you have to put the 4 items and the bones when you have those. But I'm not gonna use this. I'm gonna use a different way. This way we only have a piece of loot. Gem, total 5115. This way we can overlook the dining room. I'm gonna get there soon. And this takes us back to where we entered this section. Right there. So now I can read this. Purcell, do you know why we opened the winter inn? It is yet spring. The lady has been unwell, and some think she's been brought here for confinement. Perhaps this malady of hers is contagious. vase here, total 5190. So here is the dining room. Here we have 6 goblets. So one of them is on the floor. 5340. We can now take the ladder down, and we get this room with the bones. In version 1, grabbing the bones was a pain and a half, because there were twice as many swords, I think, but now it's quite easy. Don't touch the dummies, dummy. So that's the objective of finding the bones. And here is the last secret in the mission. Have the rope up here. Flip the switch. And you found all 6 secrets. Nice. So that's the thorn crown that was mentioned. Total 5490. And now this entity is patrolling here. I'm actually gonna go make a real save now. Because like I said, it sees really well. And I might mess up here. Hopefully I won't. So gotta place a rope. Okay, once we're up here, we should be out of sight. So unless I see it stopping, I think I'm good. So let's drop all the stuff.
Together. Before you depart, take this gift, and know that you leave with our grateful thanks.
Here we go, the Quinessine Torque. So all our objectives are now completed. So the Quinessine Torque, let me show you, is an infinite healing item, which is pretty cool. And like I said, this gets blocked off at some point. But now we have another exit available to us. So this was blocked before, but now we can rope down here. A very old scroll. I, Myron, Lord Blackwell, being sound in mind, declare this my final decree for the disposition of my estate. To my heirs, I leave all my possessions, including Blackwell Manor, provided it be held by the family, thus ensuring the Blackwell legacies shall thrive in perpetuity. I have withheld knowledge of the assets listed below, in case a time of need should come, to our noble house. What follows is a detailed list of assets and holdings, including several gem mines hidden in the Forest of Witchwood. Okay. And down here, the king is back on the chessboard. Deep amid the shadowed gloom, I share the oldest Blackwell's tomb. So, this section of the crypt is blocked off to begin with. So you can't get in here until you've gone through the sealed section. So that's what the last paragraph refers to. You cannot get the king unless you're coming back from there. Also in the crypt are 2 more silver vases. So that's 1. Elizabeth Blackwell, Alexander Blackwell. In loving memory of our good lord and lady, may they find each other in eternity. Nothing this way. So here is the second vase. Total 5640. Charlotte Blackwell, rest in peace, our angel. Tears of remembrance, water the flowers of eternity. So if you use a water arrow here, you found all 16 chess pieces. Nice. Tenacious Staffer bonus. A symbol upon the stair foundation, make your chosen destination. So the last piece was this one. A little angel, heavens blessed, hath took me to eternal rest. So we've completed 5 bonus quests now. The 6th one has to do with this very old scroll, actually. Because the proprietor is a Blackwell descendant, he would likely wanna have it. So let's head over there. And also grab the last piece of loot in the mission with this coin. Total 5650. That's all the loot in the mission. Garrett, you wanna mental this? Okay, so that's the fast, but a little finicky way to get to the proprietor's office. But here we go. Tender-hearted Taffer bonus. It's the least you can do after robbing him blind. You completed all 6 bonus quests. You are truly triumphant, tip-top, totally tubular Taffer. Well, thank you. So now we are done with the mission. But there is one more thing to see here. So once you've found all 16 chess pieces, this opens. So let's see what's down here.
Looks like this place was built by my old pals, the Keepers. I wonder what they're hiding in here.
Good things come to those who make a basket. Actually, the easy way to make a basket is to throw it from below. That is the most wholesome Easter egg I've seen in any mission, period. That was really sweet.
Oh well, too many imaginings.
Who's there? Hello? Look there! He's got...
What?
Who's there? Hello?
Right, here we go. Mission complete. 1 hour, 33 minutes, 24 seconds. We found all the loot, 5650, picked all 7 pockets, and picked 20 locks. So, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed this. Now this was probably the longest mission I've done so far. So, not gonna waste too much of your time. Next time I'm playing Catacombs of Nas, another mission from this contest, which also recently got a remaster. So I'll see you guys then, and for now, take care.